That's a lot of corpses. Let's play Materna. Hello and welcome to Hula Nu Plays Short Indie Horror Games. Today I'm going to play a game by Yanobrk. And Materna is, I think, close to maternal. I don't know which language. Maybe that's Latin. I don't know. I knew someone whose last name was Materna. So I have completely different associations, I guess. There's no motherly feelings involved in my associations. It's just, you know, high school. So, well. But yeah, so this is more about mothers and children. From the depths of a mother's love comes the terror of losing her child. This interactive short demo horror experience focuses on the environment created during the Immersive System Design Year 4 dissertation project at the Glasgow School of Art. Alright, so be kind, but I always am, right? And also really looking forward to this as a dissertation project. That's kind of cool. That's so cool. From the depths of a mother's love comes the terror of losing her child. Yeah. I could have read that more emotionally, but I already did, so it was like, been there, done that, you know. Do I click? No. It fades out. Okay. Oh, there we are. Well, what happened here? You know what's always the big question for, like, very indie games? Is that just part of the bought asset, or is this part of the storytelling? Because if it's part of the storytelling, something happened here. If it's just the asset, then it's like just supposed to be a random door. Also, would you do that? Is this a school? Because I don't know if... Wow, that's dark fast. I don't know if I would put so many chairs just in my flat. Oh. Yes. And as usual, I'm very slow, but that's indie horror game logic. You know, the true horror lies in the fact that no one walks in a normal pace. It's just... Okay, so we got blood. I guess we walk this way. So we are the mother. And we already know we lost our child? Or... Are we still... Yes, hello? Can I... no indicator that I can do anything. Is this random stuff? It looks slightly AI-ish. But there was also like there's an art style that actually also does art that looks AI-ish. Alright. Forgive us. I mean, so far, like, how old is my child, though? Is it like a small child, or is it just an adult already? Because if it's an adult, I should be worried right now. I mean, these are obviously corpses. I should be worried in any case. But worried about my child, you know. So... Can I don't think I can run. No. That's a lot of corpses. Just... a lot of them. Like, it's an amount where I'm like, that's not a serial murderer. There's more involved here. You can't... Do you see? Right now? No, nothing. Do I have a flashlight? No. Another radio. Okay. Nothing on the pages. Ooh, that's kind of cool. There's more of them. Is it witches? Oh, yes. Does she will run at me, right? Isn't that the thing they do? Hi. Are you my mother? Am I the child? It's very atmospheric, but also, so far, quite typical. And this room is empty. Okay, I don't think this is the kind of game where you have to explore. So we'll just follow the lights. The watcher... The mother weeps for her infant. So it's an infant. Okay. So I guess it wasn't in the corpse room. That's good. That's very good. But who was the ghost? That wasn't my child. Okay. Did I kill my child? Is it one of those? And these are the eyes watching me. Since this is a dissertation, I don't know, is it like more a dissertation on style or a story? What's so funny? More corpses. I mean, nowadays that probably wouldn't freak us out, right? Because we would think, oh, weirdo with tablets, you know, doing this. Like, it's just GIFs. More corpses. The infant weeps back. Oh yeah, because the other one said that the mother weeps for the infant. Who the fuck are you? This is a work of fiction. It cannot harm you in any way, shape, or form. End of demo. Huh. I think this is solid, but I have thoughts. And I give my thoughts because this is a dissertation, and maybe from someone who wants to delve deeper into indie game developing. And I myself, I'm not a developer. So all the technical stuff, you know, I can't do it. And also, first of all, I really respect every indie developer. Can we get out of this? Yeah. First of all, I respect every indie developer because it's a whole lot of work. Like, it's not to underestimate writing a book, because I'm trying to do this since 20 years at least now, and I did not ever do it completely. So, you know, creating a work of art always is difficult. But for indie games, it's especially difficult because you have so many layers and levels. You know, you have sound design, you have gameplay, you have style, and you have story. So there's a lot of different elements involved and a lot of small details that need to work out. I think this game worked on atmosphere. I actually like the sound design. I think the leading, so the game design, the leading via the lights was very well done. There was never a point where I felt lost or didn't know what to do. The pacing of the character was the usual indie horror game pacing, so I can't criticize that, even though I always do, because honestly, that genre needs to get over the slow pace. I know it kind of works, I think, for loading stuff, but also to create tension. But at a certain pace or lack thereof, tension turns into frustration, and then you lose the audience. But when it comes to the story, I would not have thought this was about, well, I would have known it was about mothers and children, due to the writings on the wall, but I would have known that I'm the mother without the writing, without the text on the itch page. And one of the things that I always love to say to feel very special and smart is that the whole storytelling should be contained within the game. So just treat it like its own entity, you know, in a way that if you for some reason don't get like the little text box on itch or wherever, that you still understand who you are. And I don't think I would have known who I am without the text box on the itch page. And I feel like there would have been easy ways to convey this. And I know it can be seen as lazy storytelling, but I think it always depends on how you do it. But a text box at the beginning of the game explaining a little bit is already, enough. However, you might say, okay, Hula, but you're a simple person and you like simple storytelling, which is very true. So maybe you just didn't get the subtlety of it, So the writing on the wall already implied that there was something with mothers and children. But here's the thing. We saw this creature and she looked like the mother. So it was very easy to confuse my character as the mother with the creature we saw with the mother, So is it about two mothers? Am I the mother? Is that the mother? Who the heck is the mother here? Whose mother? So to say. So that's something that I think I would work on. Just along the lines of storytelling. Also, it's the environment. Honestly, I think a normal house would have worked better. Just your normal house. Because then you could have worked in the mother part by having an actual bedroom for a kid, for a baby, to have pictures of the baby. Like this creepy, like this is very psychological horror environment, with the blood on the walls and it's dark and there's like 1,000 chairs and corpses. But I actually think walking through your own flat in the darkness and you hear weird stuff that doesn't belong to the noises the house usually or the flat usually makes, that's already super creepy. And then you have the environment for further storytelling, and you don't even need to create a lot of different unique assets. You can just get the assets from the house by having, a baby room, by having pictures of a family with a baby, stuff like that. So the environment can help you tell the story and the loss of the child. Now, this is a demo, so there will be a further game, so maybe it all makes sense once you play the full game. But, with a demo, I mean, these kind of environments and stories, especially in indie horror, they're so often the case, that I think having a more lighter environment, a more normal environment where stuff happens can be much more effective. So these are just my few cents on this. And honestly, if you're the developer and you're actually watching this, you can ignore this completely because it's a subjective view. What do I know? So this is more just from having played so many games and from, in general, really loving storytelling, good storytelling, environmental storytelling, just to, especially in video games where you can do so much, It's just some things that pop into my head. It's nothing that needs to be done because I think for a lot of people, especially those that don't have a Let's Play channel specifically dedicated to indie horror games, this works perfectly and is super creepy. This is just for the weird niche audience that I am. Okay, to the viewers, how did you like it? What do you make of the story? Do you think I'm the mother? Who's the creature? Is it two mothers? Please, if you have any ideas, if you have any theories, spread them in the comments. Also, if you're new to this channel, I play a lot of indie horror games. Mostly very short, sometimes a little bit longer. Currently, I'm playing Nightmare Frames. I'm about to wrap it up, and Nightmare Frames is it's a point-and-click adventure horror game set in the 80s in the horror movie scene. And it's about finding a lost horror movie that apparently is so scary that everyone needs to see it because everyone wants to, be scared shitless. Yeah, it's a really, really, really cool game. So yeah, if you're interested in that, and also like what you saw here, you subscribe. And I promise you, if I'm a monster in a psychological horror corpse house, which happens quite a few times. I mean, who hasn't had it, Who wasn't the monster in a psychological horror corpse house, But if it was me, I would not just wail and then vanish into thin air. I would just tell you what the heck I want, Because leading on people, that's not my style, I'm an open book. I like to be, very clear with the information I provide. So you would get that, If I wanted to kill you for my rituals, then I would tell you outright. And then you could say, no, thank you, and leave. Because, I'm a nice creature monster in a psychological horror corpse house. So subscribe. Anyways, I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a wonderful day. And maybe. See you next time. Bye! This is myself recorded out for song so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.